I've talked about this before. This this is essentially a Gantt chart. And I talked about this before. I kind of want to reiterate on it. When I see like the development of a video game, I do obviously you can plan out like phases like they have, right? It's really hard to see, but like they've kind of put like prototype and then first layer, second layer. That's what that says. Like I have no idea what like the third thing says. But what they've essentially done is, okay, we have prototype, we have sort of like first, second, and this goes in prototype, and we want to get it done for prototype. This is in the software world. This is what is called a Gantt chart, because it kind of charts out of like what are the things and how long they take to be done, and then when all these things are done, at the end of it, you'll have your software, right? You'll have your software at the end of it, which is a good way of going about software development. Not gonna lie, the only thing with games is that they don't kind of go in a straight line. Their development kind of goes like this, and it loops in on itself. And these loops are essentially you create one thing, and that's sort of one prototype or something. Then you create a second thing, and that's a further iteration of that prototype. Then you go back and you iterate on it more. Then you go back and iterate on it more, and then you go back and you iterate on it even more. So it's pretty difficult to kind of start a game project and map out everything that needs to be done, and how long it's going to take to get to the end game, because you're going to need to go back and forth on these things a lot, and figure out, because like again, because you might plan out that a mechanic or a part of the game is going to be really cool, right? It's going to be a really cool mechanic where I'm jumping from this box to this box, right? And when I get on this box, it falls down. And that's going to be a really cool part of my game. You might think that, right? But then when you actually make it and you actually test it out and you do the jump and the box falls, it might end up feeling like, oh my god, that was so unfair, what do I do now, right? and that feels like that wasn't the right approach. So you're going to go back on that approach, and you're going to be like, okay, what if the box doesn't fall, but there's like spikes down here, right? And so if I accidentally miss my jump, I'm going to go into the spikes, but the box is going to... So that's going to be like your second iteration. And then you're going to play that and you're going to realize, okay, but I made the jump too easy. So now you're going to be like, okay, fine, the box is a bit further. And that's your third iteration. And you kind of go back and forth on things like that in games a bunch, right? Because you can't... there are some things that need to be figured out, right? There are some things there are obviously some decisions you can make, but then there are decisions that'll be made based on the game you're making, like what's my jump height, how long can I jump, should I be able to jump further, should I be able to jump higher, should my character go faster, right? All those decisions could be things that change eventually, and that might need to change the level design, that might need to change how the aesthetics and the background looks and everything. And so it's pretty difficult to again, reiterating my point, it's really difficult to just sort of see a video game and go like, it's going to take me this long to do this, it's going to take me this long to do that, at the end of it I'll have a complete game, right? It's pretty difficult to do that. So I think most indie experiences will probably not be like this, like the one that's illustrated here.